Larry Bird played in this era, I think he'd be in Europe.
You know, I respect Dennis. A lot of respect Dennis. No Dennis Worth. He's a good dude.
I lived that 80s era, and Larry Bird was one of the greatest three-point shooters that's ever played this game. Percentages. It ain't about that. It's about hitting big shots.
He was going to do something to impact that possession.
I don't know if they had scouting reports like they did back then, because we had scouting reports.
Yeah.
Did y'all have scouting reports as well?
Perfect, you know, and not only was it perfect, you know, my mother-in-law nicknamed his jump shot Silent Death.
The psychologically assassin.
The one I really hated to guard was Larry Bird.
I had to play against Larry Bird, and you know, as a competitor, when you're matched up against someone who's touted as the best.
Larry made me have sleepless nights, right? No, he did. He had me, because I was scared to death that I knew he could beat me.
You have pride as an individual player. Right. You're not just gonna go into practice and lay down. And this dude used to come into practice every day and go,
when he got high, it didn't matter if he was on him or not.
Off. He say awful good.
And I said, oh, it's true about this boy.
Larry Bird, someone like that.
How good was
Michael
Bird?
Jordan.
People, I don't think people look at him and think, oh, he's a white guy, slow guy.
The chubby white guy, he wore us out, man.
And thanks for lunch. I was like, okay, he's really good, but how good is he?
That was the first thing that stood out to me. Like, okay, I actually thought I was an inch taller than him, but I'm not. He's exactly as tall as I am. And I got new respect for his skill level because I watched him go on to destroy us for the rest of that game.
pick, sorry. I got nah, yes it is. Don't take it personal, but I'm really gonna kick your ass.
Oh,
and that's how practice would start off, Jay.
Right.
I would be like, all right, let's go ahead.
Why do you think people hate on Larry Bird?
He's white.
Yeah, a little bit of nigger.
Yeah, he was different now.
You know, but see, this muscle here, the one between his ears, that was his best, you know, because he made the 3-pointers and he had assists and rebounded, steals. He was always at the right place at the right time on the court. You know, one of the great players. I had the
be around Larry Bird, and even though he was injured, I could feel that competitive drive just on the stuff that he'd be talking to some of his teammates. And the way he carried himself and the professional way he went about it.
The one I really hated to guard was Larry Bird. He was not a nice guy.
Never really had a chance to play against Larry Bird, but I actually used to hate Larry Bird.
Y'all never play against Larry Bird. Larry Bird will give you nightmares.
One pick coming, he said, I'm going to go out to the elbow. And you know where the elbow is. That's the free throw line extended right there in the corner of the lane. And so he said, I'm going to go to the elbow, catch the ball, shoot the jumper. He hesitated, and then he said, you'll be too late.